As Americans prepare to mark 250 years as a nation, not everyone is feeling very patriotic. New CBS News polling reveals that 39% of Americans consider themselves to be very patriotic, and that is down from 72% back in 2001. CBS News Executive Director of Elections and Surveys, Anthony Salvanto, has more.
America at 250. How do Americans see their nation? Well, a big majority say it is, at least a fair amount, if not a great deal, living up to the ideals on which it was founded. In fact, when asked, what is America's greatest invention, even more than the light bulb, than the internet, people say the rights laid out in the Declaration they volunteer as the greatest invention of the country over time. Now, people today think that people get along. And yet politics, they feel, drive us apart. And there's a great deal of commonality that comes out when you ask people what is important to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Cross party lines, across all different types of folks, health, well-being, safety, family, and children, all things we share in common. Now, let's take a look at the way Americans see the future as well as the past. Well, a lot of folks feel that its best days are, in fact, in its past, and they're more likely to say that when they don't feel like there's economic opportunity. I'll show you this. Relatively few are very confident that the American dream is still attainable, and they're, in turn, more likely to think that democracy is under threat if they believe that only a few at the top can get ahead. Economics and the political system have always been entwined in U.S. history, and you see that coming out here as well in public opinion. Here are those Democratic threat numbers, and you see if they think everyone can get ahead, they're more likely to think that democracy is secure. That's how those two things tie together. And then when you look ahead, what will America's challenges be over the next 50 years as they look to the tricentennial? Well, it's those political divisions I told you about that they still see as being our top challenge, as well as that economic affordability. So that's where the country stands and where it sees itself as we celebrate America 250.
Okay, Anthony Salvanto, thank you. And a quick programming note, CBS is hosting the Great American Block Party this July 4th. The special starts at 8 p.m. Eastern on CBS and right here on CBS News 24/7.